The Electoral College yesterday cast the formal vote to make Joe Biden the next president of the United States, confirming the 306-vote victory he secured 5 weeks ago. And with that, we finally got the recognition of Biden's win that we've all been waiting for.
Yes, here, wait for it. Wait for it.
This morning, the Kremlin announced that Russian President Vladimir Putin has sent a message of congratulations to President-elect Joe Biden. Good morning and welcome.
Well, there
to
it
Morning,
is.
Joe.
Like, let's let the confetti fall from the ceiling.
Whatever at this point. It is Tuesday, December 15th. Along with Joe, Willie, and me, we have Chief White House correspondent for the New York Times, Peter Baker, and NBC News and MSNBC contributor, Shawna Thomas, is with us as well.
You know, in all fairness, Willie, there still are quite a few holdouts in the Republican Party who are actually behind Vladimir Putin and recognizing that Joe Biden is going to be the next president of the United States. They're coming along. We had quite a few come out yesterday, but still, Kevin McCarthy, the man who said famously that he knew that Dana Rohrabacher and Donald Trump were on Vladimir Putin's payroll, he actually allowed Vladimir Putin to get the word out first.
Yeah, if you're scoring at home, Vladimir Putin beats Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy and a long list of other Republicans to the punch to congratulating Joe Biden as the next president-elect. It's extraordinary. There were still Republicans yesterday after the Electoral College made it official, saying, well, the president's paths certainly are narrowing to victory here. They're holding out, they're hanging on, they're going along for the ride. This is over. It's been over for a long time. The Electoral College just made it official yesterday.
And Peter Baker, you wrote about it quite a day yesterday,
Wow.
the day that officially ended the election and actually gave hope to the end of a deadly, deadly pandemic.
Yeah, it felt like a kind of hinge point yesterday, right? These two big events ending the year, a year that's been pretty rough on a lot of Americans. We've had, of course, the coronavirus, racial strife, street violence, economic dislocation, and political division, the likes of which we haven't really seen in generations, certainly not in combination. So I think yesterday kind of had this amazing feel that there was at least, a path forward, right? We could see the day that the vaccine will come along and be available to everybody and finally defeat this disease. We could see the day, January 20th, when there will be a new president, and there's no longer any dispute about that, despite the refusal of the president to agree to that. Nobody could make any rational case that there's anything other than a Biden inauguration in store ahead of us. And so I think that's what kind of, gave yesterday this extraordinary split screen feel, right? The images you just showed of people getting shots and the images of the electors and state capitals around the country, ratifying the election results of November 3rd.
And then, Shawna, soon after those election results were ratified, the end of Bill Barr's shameful term as Attorney General is announced.
Yeah, I mean, it does say something if Bill Barr feels the need to resign or is fired. That's confusing, but he did release a resignation letter before the end of President Trump's term on January 20th at 12:01 p.m. Eastern time. That something is going on top of Bill Barr not being willing to go along with President Trump saying that the election was rigged, which, as we keep repeating, it does not appear to be rigged. It was not rigged. The election was carried out by lots and lots of people who Joe Biden name-checked in his speech, who on state and city levels did their job, carried out democracy. Judges carried out democracy, actually, by even deigning to begin to hear some of these complaints from President Trump's lawyers. The system, while slow and messy, worked. And Bill Barr chose to come out yesterday, and President Trump chose to let him come out yesterday and say, hey, I don't want to help you with this system anymore. The system, in some respects, worked. So I do think it's funny that he's going to step down right before President Biden is inaugurated. It is unusual for an attorney general to step down. But one thing that I found to be interesting about the Electoral College yesterday was I went back and I looked at 2008 and President-elect at the time Obama's transition records. And He had a speech about his energy and environmental team that didn't even mention the Electoral College. It is crazy how far we've come. And I'm going to give President Trump one bit of kudos in that he has allowed us to really see how democracy works and play out and have this different schoolhouse rock lesson in front of us since we were all watching state capitals in the Electoral College yesterday.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.